Hi, this is Kashpunisa Bagewari. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I am going to talk about DynamoDB TTL. So in this video, I will give some overview and we will have some hands-on demo about TTL. So let's see today's agenda. So first we will see what is DynamoDB TTL, how it works, and then we will have hands-on demo. So let's start with what is DynamoDB TTL. So TTL is nothing but time to live. So in case you want to delete some items from your DynamoDB table after some specific time, you can use TTL. It automatically deletes items from your DynamoDB table. So let's suppose you have some telemetry project and you are capturing data from multiple sensors and you are displaying those on your real time dashboard, and after some specific time, suppose after few months or after few weeks, you are no longer using those old records and you want to save some storage and some cost. So you can you maybe want to delete those old records from your DynamoDB table. So in that case, TTL will help you. So for that, you have to specify an item attribute that contains expiration time for that item. So you have to specify at which time you want to delete that particular item from your table. You can set that expiration time in one attribute of your table. So it is a background process and you no need to do any you no need to write any manual script or run that script at any specific schedule. So nothing about that. It is a background and it is automatic process and it will happen at the background, and like you have to just enable TTL and set that expiration time and it automatically works. It does not affect read or write traffic, and it does not even affect your it not use even your read and write capacity throughput from your DynamoDB table. And you can move expired item to cold storage with the help of DynamoDB Stream plus TTL. So before deleting your all the items from your DynamoDB table, you may want to store those records in some cold storage, for example in S3 or Glacier. So with the help of DynamoDB Stream and TTL, you can achieve this. So you can just enable DynamoDB Stream and that delete event will get captured by DynamoDB Stream, and you can trigger some Lambda function and you can move those you can store those records in S3 or in any cold storage and before deleting those items from your DynamoDB table. So let's see how it works. So you have to enable TTL. So by default it is not enabled, and you can enable it in any new table or any existing table, and you have to specify the attribute name which contains your expiration time. So that attribute column type should be number and it must have epoch time in seconds. So you have to specify the epoch time in second at the time for which you want to delete that item at that specific time, and that it should be in seconds. It not be in milliseconds. So you have to take care about that, and its type should be number. So at the background, DynamoDB has two scanner background process for this. First scanner scans or it compares current time to the value in your TTL attributes, and if the current value matches to the TTL value, it sets that item to expire. And another scanner scans for the items those are set to expire. So it deletes or it removes those items from your DynamoDB table. So this is the background process and it completes in these two steps. So items get removed from LSI and GSI. So if you are having some indexes with your DynamoDB table, so those items will get removed from your local secondary index and global secondary index as well. A delete operations enters into stream with tag system delete. So as I mentioned in the previous slide, if you enable DynamoDB stream, so that this delete event is get captured by DynamoDB stream, and it like this event is tagged with the system delete. There is no charge for internal scan operation. So this is no charge for this internal scan operation. As I mentioned, it not use your read or write capacity throughput from your DynamoDB table. So let's have demo. So here I am on my AWS console, and this is my DynamoDB table. So I will select this table, this movies table, and you can see in overview section under the tab details here time to live attribute. So it is currently disabled. So I can click on this manage TTL and I can enable it from here. So here I have to mention the attribute name which contains that epoch time at which time I want to delete my table. So here I mentioned this, and for this table my DynamoDB stream is already enabled. If you don't want you can keep it disabled as well. So for this table I already having enabled it, and you can preview those records. Those will get deleted at any specific time. You can run this preview as well. So now I am going to click on this continue button, and you can see here TTL is added. So now I am going to here items section, and I will set this TTL to any my previous record. So I will just click on this, and like I will append the new attribute with the type number, and my attribute name is TTL, and its value should be the epoch time. So you can go this epochconverter.com, and you can take it you can like take the epoch time for which time you want to delete your DynamoDB table. So currently I am taking this current time, and I am going to paste it here, and I am going to save. Or even I can like make a new record by duplicating this, and I want to just enter new record with any other value. So I can do like this also. So okay, so you can see here for this my first record, so it is new column is added. So TTL is get added here, and it is not real time process. So because we just enable it, so DynamoDB will take some time, and it will match the current time with this TTL, and this if this time is older than the current time, DynamoDB will automatically delete this item from my table. So it is automatic process, and it will take some time. And even you can see like metric section if you want to monitor like which items is get deleted at which time. So you can have it in TTL section here. So time to live. So we just enable. So currently I am not having any recorded here. So as item will get deleted, we can monitor, or we can have a look to this metric. So it will show us the count. So which number of records to get deleted at what time, we can have look from it here. So in this way DynamoDB TTL works. So I hope you like this. So thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.